White County is where we'll start this episode of Blitz. I'm Brian Carter. Joining me right now at White County High School is Buster Brown, the head basketball coach for the Lady Warriors. Coach, thanks for your time today.
Thanks for coming, Brian.
Now, Coach, you're 11-8 this year, 4-5 in Region 7 AAA, which definitely is one of the toughest regions in the state of Georgia. So your record is still respectable, but it's not always indicative of just how good your team is. You know, you almost upset two of the top teams in the state in East Hall and North Hall, and you took down a ranked Banks County team, and you fight hard with Dawson County. So talk about the tenacity that your team plays with this year.
Well, Brian, I'm proud of this group. We got started last year, and I told people when we started the season that I felt like we'd be better offensively, not necessarily scoring or shooting wise, but we know what we're doing better. But for me, it's all about getting better defensively. If you do things well defensively, you got a chance to be successful. And our kids have been working real hard in that direction. I'm proud of that.
And speaking of working hard, Coach, and I know that you'll be modest about this, but before you came here, and this is no knock on Jody Watkins, the former coach, but whether she didn't have the right pieces in place or whatever, from 2007 to 2010. White County had 19 wins. Since you've been here in just over a year and a half of games, you've already put together 23 wins. And talk about the vision of this program and what you attribute to that turnaround since you've been here.
Well, it is we are having to change the culture a little bit, and that comes from the kids themselves. I mean, we're trying to put the things in place that they need to do to be successful system-wise, and but the things that we're trying to do some individual workouts in the off season. We're trying to get our kids more involved there. We're trying to take advantage of as much summer opportunities as we can, and so it's not an easy thing to do, and it takes time. But the folks we have are working hard, and they want to do better, and that's a big part of it. As far as I'm concerned, if we have that kind of attitude, that kind of effort, then we can do it, and that's what we're trying to do.
Now, it helps having 5 seniors on your team that you can go to and be confident in. But the good thing about that is that you also utilize other players, just to name a couple, Caitlin Gearing and Paige Thomas, just a couple of your lower classmen that get a chance to get out there and play. How confident are you that come time to part with these seniors that the other girls are going to step up and not miss a beat for this team?
Well, it will be a lot of difference, and it will be a depth factor that we'll have to work with, but I think our underclassmen are going to do well for us. Caitlin Wilson, Caitlin Gearing, both our 2 juniors, and then Paige Thomas and Abby Craven and Hannah Wall. Those are kids we're really counting on next year to step in and be able to play right away for us.
Now, Coach, you've been doing this for a long time, north of 35 years, I believe. You've had some great years. You coached at Lakeview. I know you coached also at Truett McConnell College before you came here. So you know what it takes to get a team and ride deep into the state tournament. Talk about what it would take to get a White County team here in this program, to get back to the state tournament and make a good run at it like they did in '81 when they won the state title.
Well, first things first, we got to get there, and White County hasn't been there in over 10 years now. So we're hoping that this season we turn that around. That's been our goal from the very beginning, was to get to the state tournament. As far as getting further along, I've got a sign in my office that says the championships are not won on the night of the big event, but years before, by people who are willing to pay the sacrifice, to pay the effort to get it done. So, it may take a while to get to that level, but we're just trying to take one step at a time and hope that we can do what we need to do this year to qualify for the state.
Well, Coach Brown, thank you again for your time on Blitz, and we hope you're well on your way to reaching that goal.
Thank you, Brian.
On the other side of the break, we have a couple of the Lady Warriors here on Blitz.